Metal Magnitude here at NAMM. We've got 3 out of 4 members of the Haunt here. We've got Max, Anastasia, and Nick. So how you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah, thank you for doing this.
Of course. So I hear it's your very first time at NAMM. So how's the vibe been since you arrived?
It's crazy. It's overwhelming how much is going on at once. Yeah, and I heard that this is like a tame year because everyone's coming back from COVID and everything like that. So
also summer and winter is supposed to be like
the biggest ones. I can't
Crazy.
even
I can't even imagine it like with more going on.
Definitely. Well, I guess in a way, since it's your first introduction into NAMM, it's good you kind of get a low-key one.
Yeah,
You'll come
exactly,
back
yeah.
when it's even bigger.
Yeah,
Right.
All right, so let's kind of dig into the Haunt here. For those who haven't heard of you, give us an idea of just kind of your overall sound, vibe, and what you guys are all about.
Ooh. Well, we are from South Florida. We're siblings. She's a lead singer. I also sing, play guitar. He plays drums. We make like alternative rock that's kind of post-hardcore-ish, but has a lot of pop elements and industrial elements and stuff like that. So we're always weird about that question. We don't like having
Right now,
a specific
we just
genre.
got off tour like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
We were with the Who. This was our second run with them.
Yeah.
HU, the Mongolian Who. And then we just announced today, like in the car, that we are playing with the Struts on their next run, which is fucking crazy because we love the Struts a lot.
Yeah.
Forever.
Unbelievable.
I'm like getting closer as every word I say.
A lot.
A lot. We love them.
Forever.
Emphasizing the love for the Struts here. Like, this is really important.
intimate as
This is
possible,
just
right?
a
on the
We
mic.
Are the Struts fan page interview.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, I mean, being on tour with the Who, can you talk a bit about that experience?
Yeah, it was crazy, amazing. Yeah.
When we
This was our
first,
second time.
this was our second run with them. When we got on the first run, it was one of those things where we kind of, it was so different for us because we're used to people at, like when we toured and when we do our own headlining shows at home, it's for a crowd that really likes to mosh and like they go crazy. And so it took a second to get used to how
They're a little
this
more
audience
reserved.
shows that they're into it. And so we kind of like rearranged what we were trying to do in a way that fit them better, and once everything clicked, it just was like it was
Awesome.
amazing.
A great response, like way better than we would have expected, because there's not like, our music definitely doesn't match with the Who's music if you know it. It's
We don't make
Mongolian
Mongolian
rock
metal.
metal.
Yeah.
So it's like hard to find a good fit for that, but they were so accepting and like loved what we were doing, so it was awesome.
It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of I think my favorite tour I've ever been on. And it was like back to back like shows like the whole time, and we got to play like a bunch of new songs that'll be, coming out, and we just had a blast.
Yeah, we were like the
was-
most synced up on this tour than we've
Yeah,
like
it was
ever
like
been.
coming back and seeing old friends a little bit, because we had done it 6 months ago with them for 2 months, and then it was just like doing it all again. It was awesome. In cities that we hadn't necessarily also played before on this tour. It was like a lot of newer places. Yeah.
Going on.
I mean, like you were saying, it is hard to find something that matches up with the Who, so that's
Yeah.
great that you guys kind of connected with them and did 2 whole runs with them, so that's
Yeah.
super exciting. So talk to me about, you just mentioned some new music that's going to be coming out, so tell me what's going on with that.
There might be a few new things coming out. We don't know exactly when, but there's a lot of recorded stuff that we've done with a lot of people, working on new music and
Our
playing
single
new
just
stuff.
one of our singles just came out, I'm Not Yours, produced by Kevin Thrasher, and so that's like what we just released on this tour.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Super
we
excited
have
about that.
more shit coming out with him. We love him.
Yeah, we've done a bunch of tracks with him, and we love everything that we've done with him. And then me and Nick produced a bunch of the tracks on the record, so we're super excited about the direction that we're able to go now. We've in the past kind of felt like super locked into like whatever a producer told us like we had to do, and now we're getting into this point where like we're able to really just make the music that we want to make.
Awesome. That's definitely the way you want to do it. So how did you guys get involved with the production side of things and first start getting hands-on with it?
Once the like alcoholism of the pandemic died off, we were like, damn, I'm bored. And so we just started making, we were writing a bunch of songs, and we were like, let's just learn to produce them. And that's exactly what we did. I just learned to produce. I got certified in Pro Tools right before the pandemic, but I wasn't really, I didn't have like the creative side of like what to do with it yet. And so once we had a lot of downtime, which we never do, we just learned it and started doing it. And we've actually already put out a song that we've produced, Make Me King. It was our second most recent single. So
We sort of like started to get that like you didn't need like to be in like a certain spot or like studio or whatever in order to like make something crazy, because we'd be like, all these people do it, and so we were just like, there's a way, so like let's just figure it out. And it helped us be able to write.
all the other producers that we've worked with in the past, obviously, like has taught us a lot. Learning from working with Kevin and learning from working with Matt Good and just some other people that we've worked with in the past. Yeah.
So you guys have learned, the production side of things from producers you've worked with. Anastasia, what do you feel as a vocalist you've learned from producers you've worked with?
What have I learned from?
Or just anything that picked up, any way that you feel like you've grown or changed as a vocalist?
That's a good one. I feel like I've definitely gotten more like power where that's concerned. I used to be like a lot more scared and like would just like whatever they said I would do, and now I have more of like a creative vision. Well, I've always had a creative vision, but now I can speak it and feel comfortable enough to. Is this the question? Am I answering this correctly?
Totally right.
But yeah, Kevin we're really close with, so he's like super comfortable, and that's like probably our most comfortable studio situation.
That's the best part. Like the hardest thing is working with somebody and just feeling like you can't tell them what you want, right?
Yeah.
So like
Our manager too,
Brandon
Friesen,
yeah.
produces some of our stuff, so that's obviously the most comfortable place also.
Someone who can get like the best out of you is like who you want to work with, like
And he always does, and he always, like Brandon always pushes me to like get something better, but in a way that's like nice.
I believe he pushed you so far when you were singing one time that you said that you saw Jesus.
I actually did.
She had to take her boots off. She overheated. Yeah.
I saw the light with that note.
Yeah.
One hell of a recording session, honestly.
No.
Bethlehem.
Wait till
straight
you
there.
hear it.
Yeah.
Which song is that? What are we looking for here?
That was YB. YB and.
But I don't know if we.
I think it's okay.
The song was YB in Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not out yet. But that's what it's called.
We're usually
We'll be on the lookout for it.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you guys mentioned the Struts being, obviously you guys love them and everything. What are some other influences and inspirations?
I think for production-wise, for me, Nine Inch Nails, Royal Blood. We love Grandson, K-Flay. Have always been huge influences on us.
Just because I'm nerding over them.
We love
Yeah.
1975.
Super clean, fun.
No, we all love 1975.
We all love 1975. We don't sound like the 1975.
We wish we
Because
sat-
I'm
no.
excited about them. It doesn't sound like us, but
Vocally,
An inspiration is inspiration, though.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's exactly what it is.
vocally, I think I like for me would be Amy Winehouse, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, like all old blues singers like that. Amy Winehouse is not, old like them,
That's old.
but that kind of vibe. She has the same vibe, so I love that, and she has like a modern twist on it. So I think that's fucking sick.
Considered a classic by this point, I think.
Yeah,
so.
of course.
Definitely.
So you guys have the new music on the way. You've got the tour coming up. So just kind of in general, what you are looking forward to doing as a band moving forward as the Haunt. Maybe some bucket list aspirations, things you want to do.
I want to just rock out.
I want to rock out too.
I just really want to rock
But-
out. I don't even mean that totally as a joke. I meant it as a joke when I said it, but the truth is getting off of a tour now. It's been 5 days, 6 days since we played a show. I just want to go
We're
again.
gonna show some shows when we get home, and then September's.
It's a while away.
It's honestly not. We're gonna get home. We're gonna get home. We have a lot of shows down there, and then he doesn't have any sense of time. But then we're going with the fucking. We're going with the fucking Struts, which is
She's like,
fucking crazy. Just blow out the.
It is YouTube, but it's not radio, so I feel like you can curse. I think
Okay,
you're okay.
Yeah, but that's just the only thing on my mind. Struts.
Yeah.
Because we just announced it, and I'm losing my mind. So.
We're hype. Yeah.
Are you guys checking out the rest of NAMM, or are you just here today?
Yeah, we're vibing here until.
yeah, this was our first
ever.
stop. So we're gonna, haven't been here, so we're gonna see what there is to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we do wrap it up, just because, those who are just getting to know the Haunt, I do want to ask a little bit about your origins and just kind of where you guys came from, what drew you to music, what, brought you to the Haunt, where we see you today.
Awesome. Yeah. You wanna me?
I mean, we probably would say the same exact thing.
Okay.
I started singing when I was 9, 9, 8, that age, and then I was definitely, most stage fright, deathly shy. So he would just sit there on the stage, didn't play anything. He played piano. We both played piano since we're little, but he did just sat on the stage, and I wouldn't even let him look at me. He would kind of just vibe there while I sang in coffee shops and open mics and shit like that. We were this guy needs to play guitar because this looks weird as fuck.
It's only me. Carry on. Carry on.
It's okay. Video editing exists, so it's okay.
I think no cut. That should.
That was actually
That's
yeah.
good to keep in.
Honestly.
Um, but yeah, we got a guitar on him, slapped it on. He started to shred.
Once I started shredding dick, there was no going back. So.
Yeah.
For sure.
But that's honestly it. And then I started playing real venues just as a two-piece
Picked up a
when I was like
drummer.
12. No, first just us.
First just us, and then
I started playing real venues when I was 12, and then like got a drummer. We honestly didn't add like a drummer and bassist at the same time. We got like
no,
a
we got
drummer, and then
and I was like, oh, I need to pretend like I'm a bassist and a guitarist at the same time. So I would split my amps, and I would do like some real Royal Blood Jack White shit.
I was gonna say that's very royal blood.
Yeah, yeah,
Just mentioned
exactly.
that, so-
Yeah, and we were doing all that, and then eventually we added a bassist, and we were able to start making like real music. And yeah, that's basically the story. And then we went on tour with Palais, and everything kind of changed from there.
him.
So when did Nick come into the picture?
We just found him.
I was at NAMM.
outside.
I was in the drum section at NAMM.
He's our drummer right now.
Yeah.
Right before we went on tour with Palais Royale, which was 2018. But did you start with us in 2017?
I met them in 2017. First show was 2018, and then when the timing was right, I joined the band, and then a couple months later we were on tour in Europe, and I was like, all right, well this seems like the right fit.
Yeah. Our drummer had
Yeah.
just actually quit right before we left for Europe.
Yeah.
Without knowing we were going to Europe.
And we had already been friends.
You missed out, man. He or she, sorry.
Yeah, he had no idea.
And our bassist.
The
at
bassist
same
did the
time
same
quit
thing.
without knowing, and we were like, you shouldn't.
Like a month before.
And then he was coming to all of our shows, like wanting to be in the Haunt. He had his own project at the time.
I had my own project, and they're still a band, and we had been friends for a while. And I played a few shows when the previous drummer, wasn't able to make it. And so, like, I already knew the songs, and like, I'm a drummer, and I was like, this is gonna work, and we're going to Europe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
I
awesome.
know he did 3 runs with him, so that was crazy.
Yeah.
He hopped in at the right time too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, same
For
with our
sure.
bassist who's not here, Nat.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was our manager when we were like a smaller band. So she managed us like on the local scale and stuff, and then she kind of was like not amused. She would play bass in a bunch of bands in the early 2000s, 2010s, and she quit. She was done with it, and then we were like, we don't have a bass player. Like our bassist quit
Gotta come
right
through.
before Europe, and we were like, we need someone, and she was like,
She hopped back in.
I got you, and then she
we've
stuck
had
with
her
it.
ever
Yeah.
since.
Max is like, I really don't want to lug a bass amp around too with my guitars and do this whole split thing. Just play bass. One last time, for old time's sake.
And it all ended up working out. Here we are,
Yeah.
4 years later.
Awesome. Well, so to wrap things up, can you just let everybody know kind of where to find you guys, what to be on the lookout for with your music and shows on the horizon?
Yeah, be on the lookout for a full-length album. We just released the first single from it. It's called I'm Not Yours. And that music video is everywhere. It's streaming everywhere. And you can find us on social media at We Are The Haunt. And that's it. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks so much for your time today, and have fun at NAMM.
Yes,
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank you.